Talk Tuesday.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Everybody here.
Everyone's here.
You know, a little bit late, but better late than never.
Better late than
guys.
never.
Just a couple technical difficulties.
Boy, I tell you, boy, the king of shade, boy. But hey, let me tell you what Jeff is. Jeff is like that. You know how your two couples argue, and then like when they get to church, they act like everything's fine. Like Jeff was all in the frenzy. His nerves are all bad now. All of a sudden, he goes, "Hey, how y'all doing?" With no face and shit.
All right, y'all. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Taco Talk Tuesday, y'all. This week we are broadcasting to y'all. We coming to y'all from the South Lawn of the White House this week. I am your host, Jeffrey. You guys go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know where they can find you.
What's happening, man? I am Daryl Blaylock. Oh, we doing that? You can find me, Daryl Blaylock. But sometimes you like let them know who you are, and sometimes now you like know where they can find you. You can find me, Daryl Blaylock. Right. I mean, I ain't going down there with them messed up roads they got.
I know.
I might fall through the damn road.
I saw that.
Hey, fall in the sunken place.
Don't joke about that guy.
Oh man.
Next.
Are you done? Oh, that was like a abrupt ending.
Oh well, I'm done. Y'all know
He's done. It's my turn. Hi, I'm Brianna Price, and everybody missed me so much. I'm back. You can find me everywhere, Brianna N. Price, and that's it. That's the end of my story.
Awesome.
James Okoye. You can find me on Instagram, James Asai. I mean, that's how I like to pronounce it, so I don't know.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Acai.
Well, I say Asai.
Asai.
So, you know.
I hear people say it like that, though.
When I go to Starbucks, I say Asai, and they already know what I mean.
Well, because a lot of people...
Is it ACAI?
Yeah, Acai. So, but James Asai, and then... Yeah, so you can find me on Tumblr.
Fascinating.
I don't know what I mean. Akai.
You know, how was you guys' weekend? Anybody doing?
Well, look, hey man, don't be judging me here.
Anything fun? Some of y'all want to talk about? What y'all do on weekend?
Shit. Maybe some plantains.
Again,
Right now, it's something.
No, next week. Just how about that? You know what to sit? Nah.
But no, I worked, but then I filmed. We've been working on episode 2 of Chef Junior, and then I went to after hours like I always do. I bounced around a couple after hours on Saturday night. That's about it.
Cool.
I was real saved on Sunday though. Boy, I got real saved.
On Easter?
I got real saved, boy.
Your Saturday night bleeding on Easter? Yeah.
Don't be judging me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just stating.
What time did he rise on Sunday is the question.
You said what time did he rise?
When you got home.
What time did Jesus rise on
When
Sunday?
you got home from the club. That's the time.
It's like somebody's mama.
Me, this weekend, I did a yoga teacher training program. And I graduated from it this weekend.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So now I can teach everybody yoga. Namaste.
What are you doing yoga at?
Namaste.
Don't worry.
Where your yoga class at?
You want to come?
I already told her I ain't coming. So.
Anyway, so I went to a pool party, and then after that, Easter, I had dinner with my family, and I did Easter things, church, etc. So, wasn't that exciting.
Oh, yeah, you
No,
know.
James, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great.
Irish tradition.
Work, and
Twice a year.
then Sunday was Easter, so that's like a church situation, you know. So you find me at church, you know. He's a good boy, right here. I was at church, you know.
At least one of those one boy at the
No.
table is a good boy.
Blessing people on the Easter morning, Sunday morning, you know. And yeah.
So my weekend, so I did not make it to church on Easter Sunday.
Ooh.
I did play.
But you did go to brunch though,
I played
right?
a gospel song too.
On your way to
I
brunch.
go to brunch. Oh my god, yeah, I
You
did.
play Jesus Walks.
Let me see. Friday, Friday I went out. I think, but it wasn't nothing too exciting. But Sunday, I just did brunch with some friends, hung out with some friends. Friends cooked dinner, so it was just a whole full day situation.
That's a nice day.
That's nice.
And a lot of drinking. Yes.
Well, Jesus turned water into wine, so it's
Right.
fine.
Well, so welcome back,
y'all
Bree,
new
and you
saints.
guys. This is James' first time at the table. James, the way
Hey.
we start things
Welcome,
off
man.
at this show is
All right.
you see these little shot glasses in front of you.
I miss my
We start everything
brother.
with shot. Now, you guys, James is the good boy at the table because James does not drink, so he is taking a virgin shot.
Me,
But
I don't
no,
drink either.
Alright.
Oh, right.
Well,
right.
Y'all don't drink either. Y'all be making me
Cheers.
drink.
I mean,
Cheers. We
but you know,
drink
it's a
when you're here.
lifestyle.
And then
Oh, Mississippi. Okay, boy. I see you.
cheers, and then
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, Jeff, wait. Oh, ooh.
What
Is
is it?
that Fireball?
Oh, that wasn't Fireball. It was
Goldschlager?
Jim Beam cinnamon Tea.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
wow.
He said
All right,
that was
y'all, so
refreshing.
let's jump right into
Hold on, wait.
this week's
That was a real
topic.
shot for him?
No.
No.
I thought you supposed to be like, normally I don't do this, but I'm keeping the party going. Like this way.
No. All virgin everything.
All right, y'all, we're going to jump into
Damn.
these topics real quick. So, this past weekend, as we have already told you
No
guys,
fair.
was Easter Sunday.
Right.
And in tradition with the White House, they had the Easter egg roll on the South Lawn. However, because of who is in place at the White House, it was met with a couple of different controversies. Number one thing, did you guys see when they did the National Anthem? The current president, Donald Trump. Now, typically, a person would do what when they start playing the National Anthem?
Stand up.
Stand up, put your
Your
hand
hand
up
over your heart.
Your hand goes over your heart. Well, Donald Trump had a little issue remembering where to place his hand, but he, with the help of his wife Melania, eventually figured it out. Let's take a look.
do things. Yeah.
It took a foreigner
You
to
did- you
remind
had to
our
take a bunch of
president to
tests.
put his hand over his heart.
Right.
I don't even really know what to say about this man
Me
at this
neither.
point.
Y'all know
For
what to say
God
about
save
him.
us. What?
He's Richard.
He's
He's
wretched.
Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, my grandma, he's just Richard.
Yeah. He is.
He's Richard.
Yeah.
Well, with that also, so there were other things. So Donald Trump, not Donald Trump, but part of the Trump administration, Betsy DeVos,
The worst.
who is over education, she was Snapchatted while on the White House lawn reading to children, but the Snapchat caption
What?
misspelled the word education.
Irony.
No, she's.
Yes, so
Yeah,
they spelled
yeah.
now you guys can Google it and everything, but they spelled education EDUCATUON.
Yes.
Hold on, wait. So that
Yes.
she put the Facebook filter on? I mean, the filter.
No, she's on Snapchat.
It was
It was a
Snapchat.
Snapchat moment. You know how you write the
Yeah.
caption on there? It says, it's supposed to say Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos. Education is completely misspelled.
Which is the most ironic
Education.
thing. Not even. It's not
They
even like
put
a
U
funny thing.
instead of an I.
You know what?
What language are we speaking?
I don't
No,
know.
but like, how ironic? Because she probably doesn't even know how to spell it herself,
Me.
right? And also, don't things autocorrect at this
I would
point
think
on
that
your phone?
education, it would definitely autocorrect.
I feel like I don't use Snapchat, but I feel like it should autocorrect.
Does it? I don't think it
I don't
does.
know.
The word education.
You on your own when you Snapchat and you typing.
Think about it. You're literally on an iPhone. I think
I
that
think
it would
it- I think
definitely
it-
autocorrect.
Well, that's only one way to find out.
Who has Snapchat?
Who has Snapchat?
Who has Snapchat?
You know, we're gonna get
Snapchat?
this fact check before the end of the
We
show.
gonna
you
be
guys.
fact checking this shit right now, guys.
So while we get that fact check, also another thing that happened. So Donald Trump, our president, did as he loves to do every day of the week.
Yeah.
But on Easter, he decided to tweet.
Education. Yeah.
It is. It
Yeah.
autocorrected.
Yeah.
That means she doesn't know how to spell education.
But it wasn't her. It was the person that
Worked
that
for
was
her.
doing it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
we're,
it all
we're,
starts
in
at
good,
the top.
we're in good shape, guys.
Right.
We're doing great.
So Easter Sunday, Donald Trump, he got a hold of his Twitter account and decided to start tweeting. He still can't get over the facts that he badly lost a popular vote and
Bad.
had one of the closest electoral college margins ever. While even a majority of Republicans want him to make good on what we now know was his repeated lies that he would release his tax returns. He has not. You know, he ran on a very Christian sort of, campaign and everything.
He's not Christian.
He tweeted, "Our military is building and rapidly becoming stronger than ever before. Frankly, we have no choice. Someone should look into who paid for small organized rallies yesterday. The election is over. I did what was an almost impossible thing to do for a Republican, easily won the electoral college. Now tax returns are brought up again. # Happy Easter, everyone.
He's like a 5-year-old. He's like literally a 5-year-old who cannot let shit go.
The thing that bothered me is when he said, "Oh, so now my tax returns are being brought up again." You have won this election, and you're still bringing up Hillary Clinton's emails.
Right. Meanwhile, we're on like the verge of nuclear war. Like, calm the fuck down.
Meanwhile, he about to change a new bill to have to change the tax codes. So how you gonna change tax codes? You ain't even released your taxes yet. Which is a long-standing tradition since Nixon that every president releases their taxes.
Every president releases
every
tax code.
president since Nixon. But then,
because he's hiding something.
But you know, his people just dumb. Because I was watching CNN the other night, and when one of his pundits that support him, one of his correspondents, anyway, he what did he say? He said, "Well, Woodrow Wilson, he turned his in."
Come on.
And then Anderson had hit him with some bro. That was like
years
1965.
Yeah, before that.
You know?
Wait for that.
Hey, look.
But
I'm
that,
now.
so, they got up there today in the White House is saying that President Trump will not be releasing his 2016 taxes.
Because there's so much shit related to Russia.
And you guys know today is filing day, taxes
I filed
day.
my extension.
I filed, well, not an extension. I did my taxes on time.
Hope your day wasn't too taxing.
You so right.
Whatever. It's funny.
But
I
they
don't
are
care
saying
what
that
you
he
think.
will not. So Sean Spicer got up doing one of the press statements and everything, and he was asked about President Trump's tax return. So let's take a look at what he had to say about that.
Amen.
Thanks, Sean. With tax filing day coming up, is the president going to release his 2016 tax returns, given that we can assume maybe that those are not themselves under audit, which is the
No,
reason
you
he's
can't.
given for now?
They are. I think it's been covered before. It's the same thing that was discussed during the campaign trail. The president is under audit. It's a routine one. It continues. And I think that the American public know clearly where he stands. This was something that he made very clear during the election cycle. Excuse me. And hold on. And so, and the one time that it was done, I think that people understand, how successful the president's been and how much he's paid in taxes. So, but it's the same. We're under the same audit that existed, and so nothing has changed.
What is he saying?
He's just stuttering, and then again,
He ain't saying shit that matters.
Literally don't know what he's
what I
saying.
do know is that they're hiding a lot. This is what I know.
He's like an 8-year-old trying to make a lie together.
It's like
Literally.
they're hiding so much. And I actually learned today because Trump has not released taxes in, years. And they were trying to go in about, transparency and everything. They even came at the Obama administration about the logins or something for the White House and everything. But Donald Trump has not actually learned this today. So the statute of limitations on an audit is 3 years. It can go to 6 depending on what you have omitted from that. Trump has never, just even as a businessman before running for office, has never publicly, shown his taxes or anything. He's always been in audit or saying some type of auditing situation. So it's just very interesting to me, him being the first president to not release his taxes.
Have you guys watched Rachel Maddow at all? Do you guys watch that show on
Every now and
MSNBC?
Yeah.
So she was
Rachel is on as a vendetta against him.
Oh, she does, but she's great. I'm fearful for her life. But anyway, she connected some money that Trump put in real estate years ago to some nationalist. I don't know the name of. I don't want to misspeak right now, but basically he's funding an army that's connected heavily to terrorism through his business ventures, through his business connections. Mm-hmm. So if he was to release those tax returns, it'd just be so clear. She's smart as fuck, so she's connecting the dots, but he can't. I mean, he can, but it'll just indict him.
It's going to indict him on his Russian connects because at the end of the day, he filed bankrupt so many damn times. No American banks would lend him any money. So Russian banks pretty much bankroll his operation.
Yeah.
So that's the truth.
I don't know at what point, the president, whether it's when the election is happening, when they're actually the sitting president, I don't know at what point they have in the past released their taxes. But this has been something, how he's been talking about Hillary and the emails. It's been done on his taxes since he was just a nominee.
Yeah.
And he has not released them. I really find it as a problem, and people still supported him and put him in office.
Because he's racist, and that's all they needed to stand on.
Well,
no, that's it.
You know who ain't having it? Elizabeth Warren.
And?
She said, and
and
Auntie Maxine.
Yeah.
And Auntie Maxine. So both of them publicly have made statements about this. Elizabeth Warren, she sat down with NBC Today Show. She said, look, why is the case that people at the very top should get a bunch of tax breaks? Should be able to hide their business dealings when everybody else pays. When everybody else pays, everybody else gets out there and makes our roads and bridges. makes our schools work. Let's see what Donald Trump is up to. So Elizabeth said, show us these damn taxes. We need to see it. Maxine took a slightly different approach.
The best.
So over the weekend, there was a lot of tax marches, kind of similar to literally the day after he was inaugurated. You had all the women's marches. Everybody was protesting Donald Trump. Now you have the tax marches where everybody's protesting social tax. It was even the man that was at the outer space. Did y'all see that? The guy in outer space. He showed us
there was a guy in outer space.
Yeah. They had that on the, I saw that one.
Ridiculous.
But
where they was at with Black Lives Matter.
But also a tax march, like really?
It's really unfair. I mean, why should we have a tax? It's a tax. It's something that should already be happening. Way before he got to become a candidate and then become a president, all of that.
This
the
country's
journey and all of
fucked
that
up.
stuff.
Right.
And then again, I just think he's too powerful. He has the money, and
He's
money
not that
speaks
powerful
a lot.
though. I don't think he's that powerful. I think he's a puppet.
No, he's a puppet.
He's
indeed.
a puppet, but
He's a puppet indeed.
No one is saying anything to him though. Real quick though, let's take a look at Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
My hero.
Respect this president. I don't trust this president. He's not working in the best interest of the American people. His motives and his actions are contemptible, and I will fight every day until he is impeached. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. Don't forget who he is. He's shown us what kind of human being he is, and he is not going to change. Ladies and gentlemen, my millennials, stay woke. We've got to stop his ass.
Yo, she could be my mom.
She could be all of our moms.
I love Maxine Waters. Like, she is the best person right now. Trying to tell y'all to stay woke, let y'all know what's
With
happening.
that mean pressing curl
my
too.
goodness.
Can we have a minute for the pressing curl? I
A
love
realness.
it. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her.
Oh my god. So Trump administration is still completely just fucking up and all over the place.
Well, yeah.
Did y'all see where he the Turkey has a new leader, but it was pretty much something like a coup, or pretty much the dude who's over Turkey now, the person who's ruling, he's a very bad dude. He's a very bad
Very
amigo.
bad hombre.
Amigo.
I don't know how I can't remember.
Right.
I'm high now, I'm drunk. But
You're high.
what happened was,
That's why you don't want to drink.
man, forget y'all.
All right, y'all. So moving along, you guys. All right. So on to this next story. This was one that actually really bothered me over the weekend. These past few days. But Steve Stevens, the guy, he's labeled as the Facebook killer.
Yeah. I couldn't read those articles.
Huh?
Couldn't read those articles.
I mean, I read the articles. I followed the story. I did not watch the video. So if you guys don't know, this guy, he was going around on Facebook Live where he killed 79-year-old man and broadcast it live on Facebook. It's been shared, retweeted, reposted, and seen by millions of people. Just today, he was caught, but he shot himself and killed himself, before police were able to actually apprehend him and everything. I could not make myself sit down and watch that video.
No, how
Like,
could you?
I haven't seen the video, but I don't think I want to see it.
I don't want to
I think
see it.
Facebook has removed it. I think,
yeah, Facebook, they removed it.
but it's only still on YouTube or something.
I mean, you can still, it's the internet. Once something goes
It's
viral,
there,
you can
yeah.
always find it anywhere. But what are y'all thoughts on the story?
You know what? I mean, of course, the story is horrendous, and I wish it never happened. I mean, shout out to that family, because that family really saved, because to be able to talk about that individual like that who killed their father. But the bigger picture, so you had this black dude here who did this. Last week before last, you had the San Bernardino situation.
Yep. His name was Cedric Anderson.
And then you had another situation where some other black person went out and killed some people. But I'm just saying that to say, we used to didn't do stuff like this. It wasn't us that used to do this.
I think that's where it brings up the issue of mental illness,
Totally.
in the African American community. Because both of these men, with Steve, he said it was because his ex-girlfriend, Joy Lane, because they pretty much broke up, and that's why he was killing her, and said, blame Joy Lane for this. He also said that he had killed 12 or 13 other people. The police, they have not verified that that's actually happened, but that's what he said. He's killed like 12 or 13 people because of this. The guy Cedric, him and his wife, they had a domestic dispute, and he went up to the school where he ended up killing 2 students were shot. the 8-year-old died, the 9-year-old he's fine, but he was hit and in critical condition for a while and everything. And then Cedric shot himself in the head.
It's terrifying.
Well, Joy Lane, who was the former girlfriend of Steven, she sent a text to CBS News where she said, we had been in a relationship for several years. I'm sorry that all of this has happened. My heart and prayers go out to the family members of the victims. Steve really is a nice guy. He is generous with everyone he knows. He was kind and loving to me and my children. This is a very, real difficult time for me and my family. Please respect our privacy at this time.
What do you have to say?
I don't believe that. I mean, I'm really sorry that this happened, but I do feel like it's very sketchy. I don't believe this. There's no way you're living with someone like this for how long you said you lived with them, and you're telling me that he's a really nice guy, and you see
Right.
What else did I say again? Nice guy and all that stuff. I really don't believe. I don't buy that.
Have you guys?
I think something happened. Something has been happening.
Have you guys seen that show Big Little Lies?
I haven't ever watched it. I'm started though.
It's
don't
like
tell it. Don't tell
I'm
it.
not gonna tell it, but it shines a really interesting light on domestic abuse in the way that how maybe the recipient of domestic abuse views the situation differently than an outsider. So maybe that is her truth. Do you know what I mean? To us, maybe no, but maybe to her that is her truth. And they would just fight a lot. And that,
is there a police report that's saying that he was domestic abuse that had occurred?
I don't know.
There was nothing. I mean, with her saying he's a really nice guy, I don't think there will be any reports of domestic abuse occurring in their relationship.
Yeah.
Shit, it's people, neighbors, everyone talk about that.
And I mean, it was just heartbreaking. I don't know if y'all saw the interviews. They set his family down, all his children. It was all 4 of his children, 3 daughters, 1 son. And they were, just talking about him and just in tears. It completely just
devastated.
It was the saddest thing to see.
Yeah, I can't.
Some of them had seen the video. Some of them had not seen it. They said how people kept calling them, asking them, did they see what happened? They know what happened. And the worst part, it's a couple of things. So people are slamming, bashing Facebook. Saying that it's their fault and they shouldn't allow this to happen. No. All of these social media things, they put these, features on there not for the purpose because, this is a great way for somebody to go and harm somebody. That's not what it's for. Majority of people using these live features, story features, are using them to tell a story, to, share
what they're doing.
Adventures and things that they're doing like that. But it's the worst thing, but had it not been on Facebook, who knows how long it would have taken for that family to find out what happened to their father.
Or who would have known it happened to their father.
Who would have known it happened to their father.
I mean, of course, the device, Facebook was not made for that, but you can't blame just because Facebook has a feature of that, of live television or live broadcasting or whatever. You can't blame them for that for that there. No, you need to blame the person who was responsible, the person who pulled that trigger, and the people who knew him. Yeah. Because if you knew whether he was your brother, your son, or wherever, you know whether or not you should have kept your son under the damn basement or not. You know that.
Or taking him to get some help. You
know that.
Or taking him to a therapist.
Do you know, I think, is that, I personally don't know anyone with mental illness of that sense, be it of depression or anything like that, but are the signs that clear where you can know something?
No. I do know a couple people with mental illness, and it's not super obvious.
I don't know. I beg you differ. I think they are.
Well, in relationships, it's real obvious.
No, I think sometimes it can be different. You never know what. I mean, I don't know. I've never been at a point where I want to go out and get a gun and harm somebody, but I do know people that have been in relationships. I know that I've been in relationships where when they maybe ended, you just
see a different person.
It's completely different.
Thankfully I haven't been in that situation.
I mean, but this thing. If I'm talking about whether it's a son, a father-son relationship, or a brother-to-brother relationship, whatever, or even a lover, I got people in my family that I know that's crazy.
Well, yes.
But behaviorally, you see signs.
Something is happening over here.
But would you just think that they would? Would you just think that they would just up and get a gun and go around just? Again, we don't know that he killed the 12 to 13 other people that he is saying that he did. This one.
Other one.
But
either two things happen. Either two ways. Either people exert overly aggressive behavior. In times
or they withdraw.
Or they withdraw, or it's one like the situation where the little white kids go kill up the school. Well, you ever thought he was no, he was nice. So it happened. So that does happen. Mm-hmm. But generally, there's someone who's in relation with this person who's seen him on a regular basis, who've known him for over extensive amount of time, knows what they have to
Bro, I don't know. I
don't-
can't agree with that. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with
sometimes
that
people
either.
just seem perfectly normal.
Yeah,
And
some people are really good at hiding their pain.
yeah,
I
mean, because I'm sorry.
So go ahead.
I mean, I was gonna say for all intent and purposes, from what I did see about the story, he was a member of Omega Psi Phi, fraternity. So who knows? Maybe he was, a frat boy, a party boy, and so people just maybe didn't see. They saw him as a fun guy. So she said in her statement, he was a great guy to me and my children. He was this. She made him out to be this really fun and nice guy, and it just seemed like one day he just kind of.
What's the so? Did he say why he did it?
Because of her.
Because of her.
Because of her.
Yeah.
Because she broke up with him. Guys get crazy.
Right. Well.
Moving
People,
on.
not necessarily guys. People. So you guys. So next topic. So another interesting story.
Can we lighten the mood? Can we lighten the mood?
Not yet. Everybody was moved by Isaiah Thomas except for Charles Barkley.
This.
So Boston Celtics star Isaiah Thomas decided to play in Sunday's playoff opener against Chicago Bulls a day after his 22-year-old sister tragically died in a car accident. China Thomas reportedly was not wearing her seatbelt and died at the scene of the one-car accident in Washington. Thomas was informed of her death following the team's practice Sunday afternoon. So then Charles Barkley on ESPN, one of the
TNT.
TNT, one of the commentator shows, he expressed his feelings about the situation because Isaiah then broke down on the sideline. Like he just broke down crying, obviously because of what happened to his sister. And Charles is taking a lot of heat for what he said in his comments. I'm going to play that real quick and then we will come back and talk about it.
Terrible.
I'm not even sure what to say. I'm not feeling comfortable with him sitting on the sideline crying like that. That makes me uncomfortable. So that tells me he's not in shape to play. I mean, I don't know how this night is going to turn out. But to be sitting on the sideline a few minutes before the game crying, that makes me uncomfortable for him. That's just not a good look, in my personal opinion. I mean, he is clearly devastated, like we all would be if we lost a sibling. But sitting on the sideline, like right before the game, that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
I get what Chuck's trying to say.
No.
When I read it, honestly, it read worse than actually when I heard him say it.
I know he meant. I know he
What did he mean? Because I have some thoughts about this.
Because, I mean, this is the thing. I get Chuck. Chuck is pretty much saying, yeah, he makes him uncomfortable. Like, is he healthy enough? Is he in a proper, right state of mind to play a game when something as devastating like that happens? That's pretty much what he's saying. It makes him uncomfortable for him. But he wasn't saying he shouldn't be playing. That's up to him. I get it. If we play, it's a game. It's a game.
But what if that's the way that he moves through things?
What?
Everybody works through things.
I get it. I'm not saying he's right. I'm probably like Isaiah. I'm just gonna fight through it. I mean, do what everyone would want from me, and I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep going. That's my attitude toward it. But he go both ways.
My interpretation of this is him, like his idea of masculinity being challenged, and like a big basketball player on TV being vulnerable, and it makes him uncomfortable because that's not the narrative that we normally hear.
And
that's what I hear.
That's why Charles is getting a lot of the backlash that he is getting.
Right. It's not. I mean, like, I don't know. I think
it's not normal behavior. You don't never see a dude sitting on the sideline crying.
But it's okay.
I can't say, honestly, knowing what happened, the story of what happened, and did y'all see the picture of the car?
No.
Like, just knowing what happened, I think that I would understand why this man, it happened the day before. I could understand him crying, like breaking down crying. And it's not even like he did it like while he was on the court, like at the free throw line, or anything. He was sitting on the sideline and just had a moment.
Yeah, he was probably in shock. Like this, that.
But Chuck wasn't judging him for he should be crying. He wasn't saying, you know what, boy, if you stop crying, come on, get time to play. He wasn't saying it. He's saying
I don't think it was stop crying, it's time to play. It was just stop crying you in public. Is almost what it
I don't think that's
like.
what he was saying.
Because him saying it made me uncomfortable.
That's what he wasn't saying that.
He wasn't saying that.
He was saying he was talking about the mental health state of him. He wasn't talking about him exhibiting crying. People cry all the time on the sideline when they lose a game.
Charles Barkley is talking about how it makes him uncomfortable. It's nothing about the player. It's about him.
He said he's uncomfortable for him.
No. He's like,
And he said it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No, he said it's
No.
uncomfortable.
for him.
It made me uncomfortable for him.
no.
That means
That's
he
what he
doesn't like
said.
to see a fellow grown man cry.
I don't believe that,
That's
y'all.
what
Y'all
it
on
is.
something else right now, because that ain't what he
This is
said.
Maybe it's a
You know what he
different-
meant? Are you in his brain?
Maybe
I'm
a
not, but I'm an
different- a
athlete.
different
I get it.
choice- a different
I'm an
choice of
athlete
words.
too. So
But you a girl athlete.
Uh-oh.
take that back.
I'm not going to take it back.
Hang on, y'all.
Not a little, like a whole lot, mean, his statement, his delivery and stuff like that. I did see he didn't look sympathetic saying it and the way he sounded at all. I think he was mean. I'm like, what the hell?
And it's
Someone's
because he said
sister
it-
died.
He said it so many
car
times. Like, he said it so many
accident,
times, it made me uncomfortable.
It made me
So many
He-
times.
he-
How many times did he say it?
But
He
why
said
was he
it like
uncomfortable?
one
Because
time.
he was crying, because he saw the boy crying and knew what happened. Because he's talking about his emotional state.
Okay.
That would make me uncomfortable that somebody is crying. When
Is
I
he
know that
sane
their
enough to play a
sister-
game? Is he healthy enough to play a game mentally?
I don't think he was saying this about the game. This wasn't even about the game.
It's like
At this
he's
point. It's
flying a
something about his
plane.
masculinity, a man
Yeah.
crying. This is what I think it is.
Yeah,
more
totally.
about.
And it's not like
That's
he's
what
like
I'm about.
it's not like he's flying a plane
What?
or has people's lives in his hands. He's playing a
Maybe
game.
because I'm
Exactly.
from Mississippi and Charles from Alabama, and I get him like that. I pretty much
Oh, the
know he was
misogyny
going.
is rich.
I think he's more like,
in the South.
yo, dude, don't cry. I mean, come on now, we man, we don't cry. We don't.
No,
do shit
that
like
was
that.
not what he was doing.
Put it together, get it together and stuff like. This is what I think he was saying.
I
And I think
agree
it's
with
wrong.
you.
We're human and we have to cry. It doesn't matter who you
hell?
are.
People
Guy or
cry, it's
girl,
fine.
The most, I don't care what
If-
they look like.
if the dude, if it was no, if it
crying
wasn't
tomorrow, you
if-
never know.
If it
People
wasn't
cry,
a game, if
so-
it wasn't a game, if you walk past, you in the house, and nigga crying, you be like, oh, all right, he crying, he on the couch, he
You
good.
walking past, but you don't know why
But he
he's
wasn't
crying.
at work. If you was at your job, and you see your coworker doing that same thing.
Yes,
what are you gonna
you
do?
would
His
comfort
sister
them. You would
just
comfort them.
Died in a car accident.
Right.
You would comfort your coworker.
But you wouldn't be sitting there crying like, hey, stop crying. You a man, you can't be crying in that situation in public like that. It wasn't what Chuck was saying. That's what you would
That's
do.
exactly
He was
how
saying
was
it. He was saying it in a
But
softer
he was,
tone. He was saying that soft.
Yeah,
tone.
I mean, TV tone. That's what he was using. Like some people would say.
I disagree.
I see where it could be taken both ways, but I see where honestly maybe a different choice of words
Different
might
word.
have explained it better to
Yeah.
the point you're trying
And
to
facial
make.
expressions too.
Yeah.
But he's
That's what
Chuck.
he was
He
doing.
was a- I mean, he- Chuck ain't got no damn vocabulary.
You know, he should say that sometimes. It's best not to say anything at all.
You don't have
Just
anything
wish him,
good to
send your
say?
condolences and that's it. All right, y'all. So real quick, moving on to this next story. This is a story has been given for 2 years, and I thought we had rid of her, but she's just been back, y'all.
She's back.
Rachel Dolezal sat down today in air for a sit-down interview with Dr. Phil, where Dr. Phil, he grilled Rachel, pretty much telling her you perpetuated a lie. Why were people asking her, why did she think people was upset, and just all these questions. I'm going to play a clip of the interview that they had, and then we'll come back and talk about Rachel once again.
She's been called a con artist and race faker.
You pretended to be black. You perpetrated a lie. You agree with that, right?
No.
You what?
Rachel Dolezal.
Why were people upset?
You'd have to ask them.
People did ask them, and they said that you conned them. I keep asking you, and I don't get an answer. What is your ownership in it?
I'm not perfect. I make mistakes.
What did you do wrong here?
All new Dr. Phil.
No, clearly.
So Rachel has, as you guys know, has been perpetuating this lie that she is a black woman for 2 smooth ass years now. So much to where she is even making a living doing black women's hair. What? She's had a baby and she has identified her child as being, black.
Is her child at least mixed?
I don't know if the father's black. I don't know, so I'm not saying no, but I don't know.
What color the baby
She has
look like?
even- I haven't seen the baby. I don't know.
Yeah, she ain't gonna show nobody that
But
dude.
even so much now, she is not. Her name is not Rachel Dolezal. It is Nkechi.
That's my sister's name.
I forgot how to pronounce the last name.
That
I don't
is
even
my
want
sister's
to try.
He said, "That's what's his name? Are you real?"
No, for real, that's my sister's
Can we
name.
get you to look at Rachel Dolezal's new name?
It's like NK.
And she said that that a Nigerian man came and gave her this name because he felt she had so much soul in her, or Nubian soul in her.
Y'all did that, bro? Y'all
No,
do
we
that?
didn't do that.
Y'all did that, bro? Where your people from?
Oh my God.
After
Nigeria.
2 years,
Y'all did that. You take ownership of that.
You know what? This is what I have to say. If she liked wearing like looking black, I don't know what it is to look black.
if she
by the
was
way,
wearing a
but
dashiki every now and then, I'd be like,
I wouldn't be
"Alright,
like
girl."
that. I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't be like, because I know we wear things that we won't particularly say it's a black thing. We
I have.
I don't know if you do.
I got beef
you
when I see
guys.
somebody white wearing a dashiki.
So, Brianna, go ahead.
Okay, so we're saying all this stuff about Rachel Dolezal, but can we also talk about Kylie Jenner? Like, it's not any different.
So we had a friend.
I'm sorry. Let me just connect these dots really quickly.
I feel like this is about to go where Mel went when she was sitting here that day talking about it. Go ahead.
Lord.
I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on her, but Kylie Jenner, ass implants, tit implants, lips, hair braided.
So my point was,
tan ass skin.
My point was, I think it's a different with what they're trying to do is be a standard Kardashians period, not just Kylie, a standard of beauty versus saying I am a black woman. Rachel Dolezal verbally says I am.
She
a black
identifies.
woman.
She's trans black.
They
have you guys ever seen the episode of Atlanta? Have you guys seen that episode?
But they
You don't like
asked
that
her.
episode?
No, I was like, yeah. They asked her point blank 2 years ago when we first found out who she was, if this man in the picture was her father. It was a black man. And she said yes. And it's like, oh, so you're black. Your father's black. And she's like, I don't understand the question. And then I remember she walked the ass off. Her parents, her biological parents, mother that pushed her out of her vagina, and father whose semen she was made from, said, "This is our daughter. She's part German and part, I think they said, Czech or something."
So really white. It's like
basically.
real
She's
white.
really
It's like
white.
real white.
I see the problem.
Rachel, you saw she had blonde hair when she was attending Howard. She then sued them because she was trying to get some type of grant, like teacher's assistant grant, and they told her,
She white.
You're white.
basically,
Sorry.
you're white, you don't qualify
You're
for
white.
it. And
Okay.
she sued them. Like, Rachel Dolezal is a white woman. She
Clearly.
also
She's
claimed
clearly.
that she did not know for sure if her parents were her parents just because they signed her birth certificate.
I'll beat her ass.
Based on the fact that her other two siblings are adopted. So she's like, I mean, I never ran a DNA test, so how do I just
It's
say
like
that
an
they were-
imitation of
You
life,
know
but
what?
backwards, y'all. This is
That
like a
doesn't make
backwards
sense.
imitation of life.
It's wild.
for 2 years, and now she has this book out talking about all of her blackness. Did
Her
you find out what
struggle.
her name was?
It better not be no bestseller.
Well, she's very woke for a white woman, you know.
Well,
President of
no.
the-
If she was woke, she would know how offensive what she's doing.
But yet,
is.
Her name is.
she's
That's
just
mental
very
health.
aware of
In case
our,
she-
you know, living and stuff and
In
style
who?
and everything like
Hang
that.
on, James.
So,
I'm gonna have you help me pronounce how you say her name.
You ain't.
Nkechi Amare Diallo.
Keshi Amari.
That, no, she ain't that. She ain't
She's
that.
Rachel.
That's
She
what
ain't
Kevin
that.
said
She's
her
Rachel.
Diallo?
name is. Yes.
No, she ain't that.
Diallo.
She, I ain't recognizing that shit.
You know, she can pick a name.
Can I go pick me a name?
You can pick a name.
Nigga.
Which is okay.
Well,
I
according to
think
her,
the
she
problem
didn't pick
here
it.
is.
I got.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
just think the problem is she's saying she's black. That's what the problem is here. But then again, pictures. You know, pictures speak. They say so much about people.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like, what is it called, a wig or something?
I don't know.
Braid.
That shit, that
She just
crochet,
says
braid.
Crochets in the head.
I don't know.
You know,
what that
I'm
She
shit
don't get no blacker
I'm not
than
trying
that.
to say she's mixed, but she's like the very
She
what
white.
is it? White kind of mix. Which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. But she's not. You
Well,
know,
yeah, some mixed people are really light skinned, but she's just not mixed. She's white.
she's white.
I'm mad they gave her an African name. We need to go back
You
to
know.
that. I got. Hey, my ancestry thing came back. Man.
Oh.
Oh.
What did you get? Tell us.
Yeah, what y'all like to know? I'm
You're African?
No,
You're
shut
African?
up.
No shit.
You
I'm
should have
Malayan.
results in.
I got
You bring
six-
results in. I ain't gonna believe you.
I got it right here. I got 6% Nigerian. Well, we brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I got 13% Togo and
Oh, that's
Malayan.
Right next to Nigeria.
And then I have like another 15%
We gonna look at this
is Ivory
after the
Coast,
show.
and then I got the rest of it is 21% is from
European.
White.
Right.
them.
Right. All right, y'all. But now, though, yeah. So Rachel, y'all, check for the book,
cool.
check for the Dr. Phil interview. It was actually, I watched it. It was 45 minutes. It was very interesting. This woman
You like
is.
her. You like
She's
her.
the most interesting. Thing
You like
to
her.
me.
You
I'm
always
obsessed
spare her.
with
You
Rachel
always
Dolezal.
spare her.
I don't.
You laugh at her, but you want to talk about other
I
people.
do want to talk about Rachel.
But moving on.
So next story, you guys. So we have this young lady who I want to say congratulations
Nigerian as
to.
well.
Ifeoma Whitethorpe. She's a New Jersey teenager, writer, poet, and aspiring biology global health major. She tied for first place in the 2015 Selma Essay Contest for a spoken word poem serves as a student body president at Morris Hill High School and recently was accepted to all 8
Oh,
Ivy League
God.
colleges.
Oh, girl.
Awesome.
That's
is
that
not
black magic we're talking about.
Black girl magic,
Yeah.
black excellence, everything.
Yep.
I want to shout out to her. That article was emailed into us by a viewer. Thank you for sending that to us. So we just wanted to
Some
shout
positivity.
you out. Right, some positivity.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
God.
gotta balance out this negativity because it's
Right.
Well,
too
you
much.
got Trump in office. I don't know if you can really.
But that's exactly why we need to balance it out so that we can have some levity. But
Right.
you know, my dad always says, and I think this is true. He says that if people just fucking leave us alone, we'll excel. Like we're good at everything to begin with.
Right.
Literally, like think about it, everything.
What,
And-
black people?
Yeah, and if people, like if white people just left us alone, this would be the case for so many more people. You know, if like we had the same access to education, the same access to clean water, I could go on and on and on. But this is just an example of that. Like, and I mean, I don't know her history. I don't know what her life looks like, but we're exceptional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna take a really quick break, and we'll be right back with your questions.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody! Shots, 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 shots.
So y'all, welcome back, y'all. We are back, and now it is time for your questions. How you guys doing? Are you feeling good?
Because I know somebody is.
Y'all think that we can
I'm good.
probably
I think he's
help out
feeling a
these
whole
people?
lot better.
All right, y'all. So if you guys have a question that you want us to help you out, we just email us. It's info@tacotalktuesday.com. We will do our best to help you out of your current or in your current situation.
I love this part. It's my favorite part.
All right. So first question. I don't think we got many relationship questions today.
Oh.
Last
But
week
let's
was
do it. We
good.
gotta mix it up though.
It was good.
Last week.
It was so good. You should have been here for that.
All right, so I am a full-time nanny for a family with children ages 7 and 9. The mother is wonderful and so are the kids. But the father, who is absent due to work, travels most of the time, teaches his children attitudes I strongly disagree with. It is not often I must interact with him, but when I leave, he says hateful things towards people who are fat, poor, right, dressed different. He says things, right.
So he's Donald Trump.
Says things, sometimes things about women, says things about people who are gay.
Right.
The children have now begun to repeat these comments, pointing out large people when they are in public or saying nasty things about the homeless when we drive. I try to combat this hatred by sharing words of love and acceptance. The mom is mortified when I tell her the things the children have said. She doesn't share the same attitude as her husband, but she works a lot and isn't around to discuss things like this with her kids at the moment. I feel like part of the family because I spend so much time with the children, but I wonder, would I be overstepping my boundaries by admonishing them for saying things their father has taught them to believe? Is it my place to teach the kids lessons about acceptance that are contrary to what he tells them?
Oh, that's loaded.
Yeah, I mean, you spend that much time with them children, then you have a right. You're pretty much a caretaker of them. So you with them, you have a right to teach them what's your idea of right. You know, I guess, I mean, as long as you know if it's going to help the kids progress and become good human beings, of course.
Yeah, and then they have another example to look to because they probably trust you because you're with them all the time. So, I mean, I saw a quote saying something about those who love peace should have as much conviction as those who love war. It's like being as like vocal about what you think in terms of the right way to treat people would be a good thing for them to see because there's already enough bullshit around them, and on top of that their parents, and probably when they go to school and their peers and blah blah blah, and their minds are so fertile, you know. Oh, that's my voice.
It is.
I do think people come in and out of our lives for a reason, and being that this nanny, she's a nanny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do think she has, should I say right or something? She definitely, teach them something.
She has
two things that
I don't know about right, but
I think she does have the right. When you're a caretaker, look, take care of me. This is what it is. This is what you're doing, for me and for this kid. So that she's like the parent right now, but she's not a parent. She's just a caregiver. So I do think she has to, I mean, with the public, we would say something about it. One of these kids went out and did something wrong to someone. I would say, "Oh yeah, you were the caretaker. You should have said something. What did you do? How did you help? Did you even talk to these kids at all? Throughout the amount of time that you were, taking care of them and stuff like that." So I do think,
And just one person can really change the trajectory of a child's life. Like, really, one person can be like, oh, you don't have to live this way. It's possible to live another way. Just showing them that it exists, So,
I think the families give you that much access to, their children, have you there as a full-time nanny. They trust you. Obviously, they do trust that your opinion it matters, or, it's something that their kids should listen to.
Matters.
Nanny's opinion matters.
Opinion matters. Right. So I do think, you should say something to the kids, and with that trusting, if someone trusts you with their kids, that means that they trust you enough where I think you could say something to the husband about,
be careful. Be careful. Careful.
To the
wife. I think to the wife would be an easier conversation than the husband.
The wife, and then maybe the wife can tell the husband, but I don't think the wife has been talking to the husband.
Especially if he's so hateful, maybe no, you know?
So the nanny should definitely not go to the husband and talk. She might probably. I'm sorry, we're watching right now.
Domestic abuse again.
Right.
So please don't go to the husband and,
All right. So next question, you guys. For the last 7 months, I was involved in a serious relationship with my boyfriend.
Yes, relationship.
I became close with his parents as well. I baked cookies with his mother, watched television with his father.
For 7 months? Wait, 7 months?
7 months.
Okay.
And was considered part of the family.
Really?
Now, he and I began having difficulties. In the middle of one of our breakups, his mother In the middle of one of our breakups, his mother called me and told me how much she missed me. Even considering our ages, I'm 26, he's 29, approaching 30. She confessed she hoped to see us married one day.
Oh, no.
Her concern for my well-being touched me, and I was grateful for her attention. My relationship with him has finally ended. It was decided because it was my decision because I think he has a lot of growing up to do, even though he's older. And I don't see myself in his immediate future. But I miss the bond I had with his parents. Oof. Am I expected to remain friends with them, or do I now ignore their existence?
You can.
I would appreciate any advice you guys can give.
I think you can. I think you can. Okay, this is...
What?
I think that you can still, like...
After 7 months?
7 months is, like, a short amount of time. Okay, I will say this, and I hope my ex is not watching this. My ex's mom always emails me, like, cards and stuff, like, Happy Easter. I really hope he's not watching this.
No. Really? Is it the ex that I know?
Huh?
Is it the ex that I know?
No, God, no. But my mom called him after we broke up and, like, fucking gave her a piece of her mind.
Oh, well, that's different. She ain't trying to be his friend.
No, but she was like, "You're terrible," and I was like, "Mom, you're the best."
No, you now unless I can see if you was in a relationship for 2-3 years and you was over the house on a regular basis, holidays, you cooked with them.
They make cookies.
7 months.
They make cookies.
You just met my mom on the 4th month.
Broken if y'all break up after 7 months.
No, I think 7 months is enough time to be like, oh, this is my experience. After 6 months,
I didn't even meet my parents in 7 months.
Well, yeah. After 6 months, that's when people really start to show who they are. I feel like 6 months is what it takes for people to let everything fucking go and be their real. You agree? Yeah. 6 months every single time.
No, you're right.
6 months, because like it's super fun. You're having so much sex. It's so fun, and then 6 months hits. Were you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed about sex?
I am embarrassed. I'm a good, wholesome little boy from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Oh, yeah.
Anyway. But like I feel like 7 months, that's when shit gets like, okay, do I actually like you? Or like, because all of the fairy dust is like worn off, right?
No.
Well, I mean, if you're really, if it's a good person, then like they're not lying about who they are, fine. But generally,
fairy dust can last for a very long time.
No, it can.
How long do you think the fairy dust?
Depending on how charming the person is.
What they're trying to get.
Wait.
What's all that?
How long do you think fairy dust can last?
Depends on how good that thing is. If she got that fire.
Okay, so wait, what's the longest?
What's the longest the fairy dust
lasts? For me, a year.
A year, then it fades.
A year.
What about for you, Bree? What about for you?
6 months. Well, like the longest 6 months.
What about for you, James?
See, I would say 6 months too, but
you know you had some bomb. You know how that.
I'm gonna be careful here. I wouldn't. By the way, you wouldn't pay me to be 20 again because it was shitty relationship, you know, for me when I was 20 and in high school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And see, when I was in high school, the girls that I dated and stuff, I wouldn't really call that relationship or maybe dates and stuff like that because it was just me trying to be normal like every other kid in school. Oh, have a girl be all booed up like they say.
Caked up.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And always make midnight calls and be like be on the phone for hours and stuff. And, you know, when we go to school, you know, we hold each other.
Get a
and
hand job
so
in the
I
bathroom. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I just want to make you uncomfortable.
That's the fairy dust.
But okay, so that's the fairy dust?
No.
Bathroom hand job.
So I would have said that it'll last longer, but no, it's not. So I really wouldn't say. I would say 6 months, but then again, from my experiences, I didn't even see all of that to be a relationship when I was 22, and you know, I'm like, damn, that wasn't a relationship.
Yeah.
It was just us in high school being stupid and dumb. So young people out there, just be
young people.
Young people dating.
Young people.
I'm still young, yeah.
Young, old, whoever you are, because we all make this mistake.
Right.
So, but it's just that we're older now. And we think, you know,
I don't know. I don't think
better
that.
than
I don't
others.
think, you know, to like Bree's point, I don't think the magic can fade. I think as long as because I like to constantly change and grow. And so as long as there's always something interesting, you know, about you, then I just feel like every day it's like I'm always interested. Because if I get complacent and bored,
then you're out. We
around.
out here.
Yeah.
So
that means work on, you know, my part as well. I have to make sure that I'm growing.
Yeah, totally.
James, I'm sorry, what are you saying?
So this fairy doesn't matter if you're in love or not in love.
Well, no, I think that I think you fall in love in the fairy dust period, and then you're fucking in love.
Fall in love in the fairy dust period.
I fall in love in the fairy dust period.
The fairy dust?
And then you fall in love, and then it's like, shit, I don't really even like you, but I'm already in love with you, so God, oh my God. He knows that I'm correct. I am right.
That doesn't happen.
It does happen.
In the first, it takes me so long to actually, you know, I like you.
No, you're a guy.
Yeah.
I
don't fall head over heels quick. No.
I don't like a lot of people, but when I like somebody, I like them
hard,
super intensely. But I like it so few. I'm a Leo. Yeah, what are you? Yeah. So it takes there's just so few people that I could really connect with on a real guttural cellular level that when that happens, forget it. I'm dust. I'm toast.
Yeah. All right. So are we telling her to stay friends? Wait, was that the question about staying friends? Yeah. Are we telling her to Bree, Daryl? Are we telling her to stay friends with the parents or no?
Sure.
Daryl.
Well. No, because it ain't gonna end good.
It really depends. Do they have a business together?
No.
Make cookies together, girl.
Do they still talk to each other?
They were dating. They broke
my
up.
ex tried to stab me because I was still friends with her.
Oh, the parents.
With the parents.
They she just got close with the parents and wants to know if she should continue their relationship or let them go because she let him go.
You can't say stop. I can't talk to you again.
Sorry, not after 7 months.
You can't cook
after 7 months,
no more.
I wouldn't pick up the phone. Sorry. After 7 months, it's only that's 7 months.
7 months is it's
almost a year.
It is almost a year, but it's not a year.
I just don't want to know.
Jeff, you're heartless. You know that? You're heartless,
I'm
Jeff.
sorry, I just don't think 7 months. Number one, how much? Again, I'm thinking about
78 days.
Okay, what if it's 7 months? Okay, what if it's 7 months, but you see each other every day? I mean, that's because sometimes some relationships you see for the first 3 months, maybe once or twice a week, right? So if every day for 7 months straight,
7 months, I imagine, and I would hope that she did not meet his parents at least until 3 to 4 months into the relationship, which technically means she only knows them for 3 months.
We don't know those
Do we
details.
know where she's from?
You ain't on the camera though.
But we have audience questions.
But she baked cookies with these people, right?
Probably the middle of America.
She baked cookies.
That's
with
like in
her
the kitchen. It could have been
Every
Easter
down
Sunday.
south.
It's serious.
Every down south.
When you
Every
can
down
come to my
south.
mom's
Hang on, Jay.
When you can come to my mom's kitchen and bake cookies with her, then you guys have a connection. So you better not spoil that. Do not destroy that.
7 months. That's so short.
It doesn't matter
It
how
is
long
short.
it is, though.
You ain't meet my mom about 7 months.
But if my mom
Really?
actually come in the
No.
kitchen, then that's a
There's a couple chicks ain't never met my mama.
Okay.
You wonder why? Because Carrie don't play them games. My mama will straight read you your rights in front of your face on
Read you your rights.
on site. No, you ain't it. No, you ain't it. Go on there. What? Mama, no.
Wait, your mother would say that?
That's like my grandma.
Your mom would say that?
Yeah, my mama don't play. Like if I can tell you what stuff that my mama do.
That's
No.
so funny. All right, y'all. So we got to move on to the last question. Do y'all want to do one about inappropriate mother's dress appearance?
Let's do that one.
Or an extremely critical husband.
No, let's do that. No, let's do the improperly dressed mother.
All right. The way my mother dresses has me so embarrassed. I don't want to be seen with her in public. Her hair looks as if she stuck her finger in a light socket. Her clothes are 3 sizes too big. She wears no makeup. It looks as if she just no matter where she's going. Mom held a dinner party for my birthday, and even my boyfriend did a double take when he walked in and saw her wearing a giant T-shirt that came mid-thigh.
Ooh. It wasn't like a shirt dress?
A T-shirt that came mid-thigh. She wasn't even wearing a bra. When I mentioned it to her the next day, she laughed it off. I take pride in my appearance. I realize that not everyone is as concerned as I am about their appearance, but shouldn't she respect others enough to at least look decent? Am I being conceited, or should she be given a makeover?
She need a makeover. Your mama has a poor thing. She just probably, I don't know, she probably have a low self-esteem, or she's really so comfortable in life.
Now, Daryl, could you go up to your mama and tell her?
I tell my mom.
She look a fool.
Well, I would.
No, because I'll be honest with y'all.
No, I wouldn't say that.
My mama, kind of is like that. Like my mama she don't own jeans. Like she would put on a T-shirt with a little sweater and call it a day, whether she's matching. I walked around with my mama at the Grove, and she pretty much had that.
Your mama for LA.
Huh?
You didn't prepare your mama for LA?
I told her to bring clothes. She was like, well, I wasn't going nowhere. I said, with the clothes she would have brought, like we going to church on Sunday morning. So, come on, man. Like, so I get it. My mama she had a low self-esteem for a long time. And, she was in an abusive relationship. But, so she's finding herself now. She's wearing makeup again. So, you never know the situation, how the mom got there. So,
right. I agree. Yeah, and I think that it's fine to just be like, hey, like, let's go shopping. Like, let me pick something out for you. Like, I think that this will look cute on you. And then have her try it on and be like, you look so pretty. There are easy ways to like, nudge someone in, like, a more fashionable direction, Or like, oh, let me put this outfit together for you. Let's go to dinner, blah, blah, blah. Let me do your makeup for you.
Right.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
What about you, James? Did you tell your mother about
Oh,
the way
you
she
cannot
dresses?
tell an African. No, you cannot. Well, my mother, she's chill, she's alright, but I won't tell her that. Nah, it would really break her heart.
Oh, really?
I cannot just say, Mom, oh God, you look
Well, no,
shitty.
but you'd be like, hey, Mom, like, let's go shopping.
Nigeria? Don't they naturally have swag?
right. No women be fly.
It really, because we have tribes in Nigeria. We just don't know how. Well, here in America, we just dress,
Yeah.
Right. But in Nigeria, there are ways, like an Igbo person would dress this way, a Yoruba person would dress that way, and a Hausa person would dress the other way.
I think my people Igbo.
Are you taught that?
Igbo.
Well, it's called the traditional dressing. Bro. That's where the Ankara fabrics come into the whole fabrics that it's now a thing in America now. Mm-hmm. The whole, that's where it comes in. So, this is what I would do. I would go out with my mom and be like, "Yo, let's go."
Don't do that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
We gonna get messed up, boy. Don't do that.
Well, if she has enough swag and stuff where I ain't got it, she probably tell me I look a fool.
What up, Jeff? You know you went on with your mom like, Mom, what the hell you got on?
No, like I wouldn't. Like, Mom, she ain't like
running,
she ain't running around like like Naomi Campbell, everywhere and anything like that. But she dresses nice and dresses appropriately.
That was appropriate.
I'm the one that's gonna be throwing on sweatpants. Like, we just going to the Grove, Mom.
Thank you.
Like,
that's
so that's gonna do for viewer questions. We're gonna take a really, really quick break, and we'll be right back to let you guys know what we are obsessed with. Should I contact his parents and inform them of his abuse, alcohol, cocaine, and ecstasy?
If she would have called my mom, I would have been abusing more than drugs. What is in this? I need the fruit.
So you guys, right now is the point of the show. We like to let you guys know what we have been obsessed with this week. All right, Daryl, go ahead and start us off.
Come to my corner, you guys.
Come into his corner.
Come learn that himself.
He's a reading rainbow.
And feed off my knowledge. But no, it's funny. I met some of my actor friends, my boy Mark and Freddie, on the beach. And we do like photo shoots once a week or whatever. They do it. I just jump in sometimes. Anyway, so we just caught up because he just did a film in Toronto. We was talking, and you know, sometimes you need to just get together with some people who got stuff going, so you can just get sharpened and motivated and all that. So he made mention. He was like, Daryl, we were talking about our plans, what we got coming up in the future. Like, okay, execute it. And I was like, ooh, execute. You mean do it, right? And he's like, no, execute. And I think it's something about saying the word execute. Like a lot of times, you know, we make these plans where we write them down or we talk about with our friends, and we seem like we're taking motion towards them. And most times we're not. Sometimes we just be complacent, or sometimes we just chilling. And like, you know, we instead of going to do what we're supposed to be doing, you go out and hang with your friends or watching TV for hours and not getting shit done. Anyway, but the word, when he said execute to me, it almost made me like you gotta be held accountable when you say execute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my new word for it. Like for now, anything I just got going, I'm like, I'm gonna execute.
Also, you know, there's a study that says that if you talk about your plans, it's the same like brain response as if you actually do them, so you feel less inclined to do it. So if you have something that's really important that you want to do, it's best not talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right, Bree, what are you obsessed with this week?
13 Reasons Why. Holy shit. Yes, I would like watch the last episode.
Netflix, right?
I know it's like it's funny because today I was at school and like these two teenagers were talking about it, and this little Mexican girl, she's like, this is some white people shit, which it is. Which it is. If you watch it, it's totally like, girl, like this could have been helped. Like you could have gone to a therapist like on tape 1. Like this could have been prevented. But the last episode just gutted me. It gutted me so much. Like, really? I mean, it talks about like mental health and bullying and blah blah blah, like things that are starting to come to the surface now, which is I think really great. But just the last episode, it was, you know, it's hard. The subject matter is not light, and the acting is pretty good. These kids like kind of kill it in terms of the acting. The story is a little
awesome.
It's a little weird. But I think that they do a really great job, and it made me cry.
Last episode?
Well, it took me like to the 5th because there's a lot of exposition that I wasn't getting into.
I love your vocabulary. You just
I read.
That's dope. I might check it out. I think that was one that was supposed to be on my list. James, what are you obsessed with this week?
This week, it's also a TV show, Salem.
Salem?
Have you guys seen Salem?
It's on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, Salem is on Netflix. It's
a Netflix show?
It's just like a TV show, but they have it on Netflix and stuff. It's a scary show, you know. Horror, yeah.
Ooh,
it's a lot of blood, you know. Coming from a Christian, you know, I don't know why I'm so excited about this show, but it's really good. You know, they talk a whole lot of witch in the movie, and they do a lot of killing, and you know, there's this Christian priest and stuff like that. It's just.
Did you watch The Coven? American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
I like the first 7 episodes after they got the reenactment. Until they got the reenactment. Until they got the reenactment of the situation. So that's why episode 8-ish, 7-ish. I was cool until then. Like I was on every week I was like keep popcorn ready.
It was overshadowed by a lot of one-liners and shade versus story.
But Angela Bassett.
But performances were great.
And Jessica Lange.
I dare you.
I didn't say anything about performances.
I dare you. I dare you, Jeff.
He's gonna.
I don't even like horror movies, but this right here, it was awesome.
You talking about American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Coven. Ryan Murphy.
Are we talking about something I don't think he does?
Yeah, Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
No, you didn't.
Performances were good.
Okay, that's the very recent season he's talking about. The one with the
not the recent one.
No, the most recent
was he wasn't in
with the teeth falling.
Oh, you talking about Hotel? Wasn't not Hotel.
No.
I don't know.
The last one.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So what I'm obsessed with this week. So mine is a little different. The reason why I'm obsessed with. So I'm obsessed with honestly mental health in the African American community, especially after this Steven Stevens situation and Cedric Anderson, who's the San Bernardino shooter. Like I really think this is a real problem that.
Shout out to Daryl, or not Daryl, Darnell.
Darnell, friend of ours, you know, to the show, Darnell. He did a documentary called Outside the House, which was a documentary based on mental health. Like, if you guys can, you should check it out. You can check it out on his website. You can go to his Instagram, or even just email him or anything to contact him. But I really think that's a serious problem that a lot of people, because a lot of times white people are like, oh, just
pray
to church,
about it.
Pray about it. You know, just all of that stuff. Mental health is something that is very serious.
Very
I think, you know, I've seen a lot more, you know, my friends, you know, that are black getting therapy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good thing.
You know, just to be able to talk.
Therapy is awesome, man.
Therapy is awesome.
I mean, you know, I
therapy.
can't speak for everywhere, but I can speak for, you know, in LA, in Hollywood, in this bubble that we live in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need somebody to talk to that's not a friend, that's not doesn't have a bias on you or you know, anything like that. You just,
that's so important.
Yeah, you just need to talk.
I think it's something great about talking to someone who's clinically trained to be able to help analyze your personality type as well as your, you know, whatever you say. And actually help you be a mirror, because mine was pretty much like
same.
I said what I said, and she like, you know, she helped guide me to the answer, whether she could see it or she's seen this this pattern before, whatever. But and then to have to see yourself overcoming emotional battles and humps and barriers is awesome.
And then like realizing why you do some of the things you do, you're like, oh.
So that's going to do it this week for Taco Talk Tuesday. Really quick before we get out of here, let everybody know who you are, where they can find you,
and what you're working on.
Coming up.
Well, yes, my name is Daryl Blaylock, and you can find me on Daryl Blaylock Jr. on Instagram and Daryl Blaylock on Facebook. So this Friday we will have a chat with the fans at 3 p.m. on Instagram under Black and Sexy TV, because we're talking about the situation on the last episode of our show on Chef Julie and the Cliffhanger. And so you can also find me April 29th in Long Beach at the AIDS Health Foundation panel. I will be there on the panel talking about all kinds of things. And you can see me on this week's episode of Chef Julie on Black and Sexy TV.
There's so much going on.
Yeah. Man, praise God.
Yeah.
Good.
God is good.
And you can find me next Tuesday. Here.
See you next Tuesday. Anybody know what that?
Taco Talk Tuesday.
Nobody gets that joke. I said the joke a couple days ago. Nobody got it.
You should go to it.
Where should I go? Where should I go, Daryl?
Come on, Brie, where can I find you about that stuff?
Whatever. Hi. Bye. Whatever. My name is Brianna Price. You can find me at Brianna M. Price everywhere. I'm working on a couple of things that I'm really excited about, but I can't really talk about. Really excited about.
Dope.
So when I can talk about it,
I can't wait to hear about it.
Just like know that I'll be doing maybe doing some more singing. It's gonna be fucking great. I can't wait.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I can say. But I'm really excited.
It's gonna be great or fucking great.
All right. Okay. So, James Okoye, you can find me on Instagram, which is like my home. You know, that's like everything to me. You know, it's very important to me. Oh, wait, there? Okay. So, you can find me on Instagram.
Let them know.
James Asai. Okay, so follow me.
Nice.
Right. So you guys, y'all click on James.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So he's like,
You're like an influencer.
Like James, his page is so dope. Y'all haven't seen it, go check it out.
Looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I would always bless you guys with the best pictures. You know,
great.
Possibly, you know, I try. So, and then again, I also have some projects that I'm working on right now, and I really, you know, can't say much about it. Just like, you know, she said. So
top secret.
Right.
Don't let nobody can know about the vocals.
Exactly. So when I'm ready, I'm gonna let you guys know, and then I'll probably be here again. Then let you guys know. So
awesome.
Be excited for me. Just like I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
All right, you guys, y'all can find me on everything. All of my social media is at Jeffro5. Also, you can reach out on Taco Talk Tuesday, all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else there is. If you guys have questions, for viewer questions, email us info@tacotalktuesday.com. If you guys want to come have a seat at the table, have a cocktail and taco, email us info@tacotalktuesday.com. Next week, you guys, we will be having another live show on location. We're going to be at the Cork in Inglewood. Not the one on Adams, the one on La Tierra, the Cork in Inglewood, but we'll be posting all the information about that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
And we will catch you guys next week.
Thank you. Cheers.
Do people still dab?
Yep.